Hello everybody and welcome to today's webinar. This is Pooja and I'm a part of CodeGround. So in today's session, we're going to discuss hiring in the digital age. We'll talk about recruitment strategies that are both time and cost effective. As technology continues to evolve, it plays an increasingly important role in the way companies approach the talent search and the hiring process. To remain competitive and even pull ahead in your industry, it's essential that HRs try to embrace and stay ahead of the digital curve. As we go on with our presentation, you can feel free to raise any query or type in your suggestions and input. We will have our talent acquisition head answer the questions at the end of the presentation. You can also get in touch with us after the webinar, and we'll be happy to cover anything that hasn't been talked about today. We'll try to keep the session for about 30 minutes, so let's just jump right in. On the agenda today is a discussion on recruiting in the digital age. We understand that this is no easy task when it seems like new technology and tools pop up every other day, leading to so much clutter. But if you can understand and get the hang of the current trends, you'll have a better ability to keep your recruitment strategy more relevant. And if this gave you a mini jolt, worry not, we are here to help. We'll hold hands and walk you through the best tools online and show you how to use it to your advantage. Now let's look at it this way. With over half of the planet's population spending the majority of their personal and working lives plugged into laptops, iPads, mobiles, virtual reality, etc., it's only a matter of time before digital found its way into the recruiting process. Various new tools and products are available today which can help you as a recruiter reach the candidate across the world from the very comfort of your cabin with a click of a mouse. So what's on your horizon for this new important area of business operations? Current scenario, and let's try to study the pain points of recruitment in general. Recruiters do not really have a lot of time in hand. A recruiter, on an average, spends about 6 seconds going through a resume. And in this quick time, it's humanly impossible to check for more than the basics, like maybe the name, the current position, and etc. So there is a great risk of the recruiter missing crucial information here. This risk gets multiplied several folds when dealing with large number of resumes. Therefore, the number of resumes submitted is increasing and the quality of the candidates are not able to catch up. For the recruiter, this is like a black hole sucking in their valuable time and money, not including the work hours, the advertisement costs, etc. Added to this is a strong, underdefined impact of the decisions made, or even a lack of it. For example, the cost of a bad hire or a lower business productivity while hiring, etc. All this and for what? Despite the time, money, and effort put in, research by several organizations show that an average miss-hire would cost an employer 15 times the candidate's basic salary. Time is money, and that gives a whole new dimension to the hiring costs. And there are those costs that don't show up on your financial statements as well, like the manager and the lead's time to review application material, separation costs when an employee leaves, referral fees, interview time and costs, onboarding and training, logistics like travel expenses, background checks, etc. The biggest hassle being hiring costs affect the very bottom line of the organization. So whether you are aware and you track or you don't, you still end up paying. Technology is pushing every business function to adopt innovative and cost-effective methods to streamline and accelerate the process. Recruitment industry with a worth of over $400 billion is also fast moving towards adopting to these new changes. The right time is now. Move over from your conventional and embrace the new. Here are a list of tools that we will be discussing in detail as we go on with our presentation. Online assessment tools. Online assessment systems provide full control to the recruiter over the test creation, its distribution, the invigilation, evaluation, and report generation. Recruiters can easily create and administer a test, The traditional model requires recruiters to create a test paper manually, often something that they're not even qualified to do. For example, let's look at technical tests. Companies can reach out to a large number of prospective employees previously left unexplored because of resource limitations, for example, time and personnel availability, etc. So the question can either be custom made or selected from a vast library authorized by subject matter experts here. Apart from technical skills, the platform has provisions to test candidates on an array of skills like language proficiency, aptitude, etc. Psychometric testing is also catching up in India for various reasons, including making up for the lack of measuring the intangibles, etc. This system gives flexibility to companies to reach out to international prospects as well. Now, apart from enhanced reach, one of the biggest challenges of conducting thousands of tests at one go is fulfilled by this system. Imagine all the administrative costs and time you'll spend on logistics and holding hundreds of tests. Also, the risk of human errors is completely eliminated here. The greatest advantage of an online assessment software is the turnaround time. Since the tests are web-based, test evaluation and report generation is done real time. So as soon as a candidate finishes his or her test, evaluation is also generated within minutes. This quickens the decision-making process, enabling recruiters to select easily and wisely. There are superior actionable analytics which allow companies to view comparisons of different candidates, perform trends, and get regional talent insights as well. Imagine the increase in efficiency, the time and cost saved in the process of hiring. Now, here is a list of top providers of online assessment tools in the market today. CodeGround. CodeGround is an online assessment and evaluation tool focused on helping recruiters in initial screening of potential candidates from an ocean of job seekers in an automated way. With CodeGround, recruiters can create an online test and invite candidates. After that, candidates can take the test in what is called a proctored online environment, which simply means with cheating prevention mechanisms in place. The recruiter gets a detailed report of evaluated results based on their requirements. This, along with brand promotions, campus drives, etc., are few of the offerings in CodeGround's end-to-end hiring packages. They also have a lot of material like white paper presentations, webinars, etc., on recruiting to guide HRs through their hiring process. TechScreen. TechScreen is an example of such tool which helps recruiters with detailed technical interviews. Even if a recruiter doesn't have the technical knowledge to make that hire, tools like this will make the process more accurate and convenient for the recruiter. Interview Mocha. Interview Mocha is based on secure and reliable online assessment software. Codility, HackerRank, etc. are other such popular platforms that are present in the market today, making the lives of thousands of recruiters easy. So let's look at a quick case study here. This is a case study on Nike saving time, costs, and the brand image among potential employees and customers. Nike received around 800 resumes each month. Now it has on average about 100 to 120 positions open at a given time. These volumes used to place considerable amount of pressure on the resourcing function and to reduce the administration and the lead time. Handling the inflow of application became all the more challenging. Also, they have a firm policy that each applicant is a potential employee and a customer. And so, they must respond appropriately in an individual letter wherever possible. Nike chose to go ahead with an e-recruitment solution that they designed in-house. This has been designed to help Nike manage the entire recruitment process more effectively and quickly, resulting in better relationships between the company and its candidates. The results. Savings of about 54% in recruitment costs have been identified since the system was first introduced in 2002. The average time to fill vacancies has fallen from 62 days to 42 days now. The cost per hire has also significantly reduced. In short, we could say that they saw a return on investment in just about 6 months. So you would agree, Nike, being the size that it is today, can actually afford to design, provide, and maintain a product of their own. Whereas, on the other hand, there are a lot of tools available in the market today that can similarly ease your hiring process without actually having the responsibility of maintaining your own product, and all this at a very minimal cost. So now, let us discuss social media and its relevance in digital hiring. As a recruiter, you want to be where the most qualified, talented, and the largest pool of applicants are. Human resources can leverage social media to tap into potential recruits. This type of headhunting is called social recruiting. It's about engaging with users and using social media tools to source and recruit talent. LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter have over 535 million users combined. Now that equals to a lot of potential talent for your organization. Through social media, employees can reach candidates faster and at a lower cost because, as opposed to agencies, job boards, or referrals, recruiting with social media is most probably to a great extent free. Social media tools allow employees to engage with their target audience and easily identify whether the candidates are a good fit for the company's culture or not. Social media will spread the information about a company, making more people aware of its job opportunities and getting employers in front of candidates whom they may never have found through the traditional hiring methods. Because there is less spam, employers will get a better and a higher response rate when using social media to communicate with their potential candidates. Social media is great for referrals, and they also have the highest chance to result in a mutual fit. Passive candidates can be reached easily as they rarely visit job boards. So, social media might be one of the only ways to actually reach out and engage with them. With social media platforms like LinkedIn, job seekers can specifically target and choose their followers, connections, or supporters of the brands. But how do you find the right hire for the job using social media? Although 98% of hiring managers have said that social networking is an important tool for recruiting, the majority of HR departments don't seem to have a specific strategy in place when it comes to talent acquisition on social media. Worry not. We will show you how to go about using the most popular social media platforms. We'll discuss platforms such as Facebook and LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. that are more relevant today. Platforms like Twitter and Instagram are also gaining in popularity in recruitment, but we'll be discussing it in greater detail in our upcoming webinars. So here's how to get started. Facebook. When it comes to sourcing candidates, most people think of LinkedIn, and with good reason. As the undisputed go-to sourcing resource, however, on LinkedIn, you may find that competitors for the same talent is very high. So what if we told you that there is an underutilized network you could source from that has 15 times as many active users as LinkedIn? Facebook. So Facebook recruitment can also be used for sourcers who want to find people connected to their current employees or who work for their competitors. You can find both quality and quantity on Facebook. So here are some ways to exploit Facebook to your advantage. Typing in a search query. So go to Facebook and locate the search bar at the top and type in a query. Some of the sample questions could include people who work for, and you can mention your competitor and mention a job position. Or you can look for people who like this particular programming language and who live near your locality, etc. So the probability and the combinations are nearly endless. So what you have to do here is start broad and get creative to narrow down your results. Also consider running sourcing sessions with your team. This is because search results are based on your own unique Facebook graph, and searching from another person's account will produce different results. Creating a community. One of the most important ways to exploit Facebook's visibility is to create a community where interested job seekers can learn about your company's career opportunities and culture. The easiest way to do this is by creating a Facebook page, either dedicated to your company or your career opportunities. Both have their own advantages, but the most important thing is that you take the first step. Formulate a clear plan to maintain your page even before actually creating one, and make sure that you're ready to dedicate a certain amount of time each day to managing the page. Remember, job seekers will quickly stray if it stays stagnant for too long. Whether you decide to create a company page or a careers tab, or even a fully devoted careers page, you need to develop a strategy first. And here are a list of thoughts to actually get you started. How can you express your company's culture? What kind of content will you be sharing? How will you continually engage your audience and potential candidates? How will you showcase your open positions? And will there be an application system in place? So these are some of the questions that not only need definitive answers but also require a plan. Keep track of your ideas, topics, themes right from the beginning to maintain a consistent messaging throughout the life of your page. Employer branding. It's official now. 2017 will be the year of the employer brand. Whooping 80% of talent leaders agree that the organization's employer brand has a significant impact on its ability to attract and hire great talent. And one of the best ways to do this is to ensure that your employer brand sings through on your Facebook pages. Job seekers are likely to follow the careers page of industry-specific companies, not only because they're interested in what the company is about, but also because they're hoping that this particular company would be advertising a possible job opening. And by following what the company is about, the prospective employees would be able to get a clear idea of what they're looking for. And the same goes for the recruiters as well. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is relatively easy to learn and master by recruiters and even hiring managers. It is relatively inexpensive to use, and even with its advanced features. If some of your employees are well connected on LinkedIn, recruiters can piggy bank on their contacts in order to get an immediate sourcing result. LinkedIn is continually growing and becoming more and more global. Their answer tool can allow your employees to showcase their skills and solutions by answering the questions posed exclusively by individuals they network with. It can also double as a sales lead building tool. LinkedIn is adventurous and advantageous for employees who use them both for networking and recruiting. Let's look at how to maximize LinkedIn for your recruiting. Stay in touch with former valued, trusted colleagues for potential future employment relationships. You don't want to lose touch with people who have worked successfully for you or with you in the past. They could be your best future employees, or send you your best future employees as well. Actively search for candidates among LinkedIn members by searching on keywords for people with the required qualifications listed in their LinkedIn profile. This is why keyword-rich, well-developed, complete profiles are recommended for professionals on LinkedIn. Share your contact information so others can easily contact you whether you're actively or passively employee searching. Develop a complete keyword-rich profile for your company on LinkedIn. Prospective employees who are looking for employers search for LinkedIn by keywords too. They also look at company profiles to make up lists of companies for whom they would like to work for. Potential employees may even contact you through LinkedIn's mailing system, their InMail. Be prepared to respond as you want to hire those social media savvy candidates. You can ask your current employees to activate their network to reach out to potential passive candidates for jobs. Not everyone is actually looking, but most people are open to discuss the right opportunities. Respond to questions in the answers section of LinkedIn. Responding can raise your profile in the LinkedIn community. You can join job boards at LinkedIn. Participants in groups may share their interests, memberships, specializations, backgrounds, and experience that you seek in a potential employee. Group members can also uh, be a part of the professional network of your company's and your organization's growth pattern. For a fee, you can post jobs on LinkedIn and recruit and hire candidates. According to LinkedIn combines job listings, candidate search, trusted referrals, and the power of network to give you results. People seeking employment can search LinkedIn free of charge on keywords related to their desired positions. Certain premium features are available to job seekers for a fee. You can upgrade the membership of your key managers and supervisors to a premium so that they can search for and contact candidates on LinkedIn. Periodically, LinkedIn sends an email that brings to their members' attention open positions for what they would qualify in their particular living area. This is useful for employers to know that LinkedIn employees use these tools to notify job searchers for their openings. Now, lots of companies have jumped into social recruiting feasts with recruiting on Facebook and Twitter. But have you included YouTube in your recruiting mix? YouTube has to be integrated into your company's recruitment strategy. The main value lies in the attraction part of the recruiting process. Producing great visual content is a great way to get potential applicants interested. Videos are 5 times as engaging as texts. They're great for attracting the attention of top candidates that might not have given your company a second glance on a normal day. As a recruiter, you may use YouTube for sourcing and broadcasting the essence of your company's culture. You can also come up with employee testimonials and get great results in terms of getting top talents with creative hiring campaigns on your YouTube channels. Remember, 90% of internet traffic is video content. Audience will always prefer to click play instead of reading a story. Ways a recruiter can exercise the Gen YouTube for maximum results. Sourcing. So successful sourcing relies on your ability to find candidates in places where no one else is looking for. One of the best ways to do this is on YouTube by creating a sourcing honeypot. Now, this is a video that you know will appeal to your target audience and is designed specifically to draw them into a YouTube channel and to engage with them. Broadcasting company's culture. It is so important that new hires are a great cultural fit. This is one big task that recruiters face when evaluating applicants. But broadcasting your company's value on your YouTube channel gives candidates an opportunity to self-select and work out whether they are a good fit. This will help save a great amount of time for you. Employee testimonials. Candidates don't want to read swatches of text on your career site or how great your company is. They want to see and engage with people that they might actually be working with. Employee testimonials, if done well, are a fantastic way to help people understand what life is really like in your company. An applicant for your marketing team gets far more value out of a 2-minute video of a junior marketer than your website's About Us page. Creating hiring campaigns. Creating creative hiring campaigns is important here. The very best candidates can be tricky to unearth. So many top recruiters are turning to more unconventional methods of recruitment, often using YouTube videos that they hope will go viral. Coming up with content that reflects your company's culture and get great results in terms of getting top talents with creative hiring campaigns on YouTube channels. Try firing up a company account and getting started today. Here is an interesting example of what impact great branding and online presence can do to your recruiting. L'Oreal, going all out on social media and website optimization. The L'Oreal Group is one of the world's largest cosmetic and beauty company with an annual turnover of 20.3 billion euros. a presence in over 130 companies, 27 global brands, and around 69,000 employees. L'Oreal has a uniform branding on all the websites for the countries in which they operate. The job section of each website lists available positions in that country, but only a few links to the relevant social networks. L'Oreal's solved their top 3 recruiting pain points using Facebook and LinkedIn. Those pain points were sourcing difficult to hire candidates, reaching out to passive candidates, and building a strong online reputation. They sourced over 90 top profile candidates in less than 5 months simply using LinkedIn. And this helped them save about 20,000 Australian dollars in the recruitment fee on a single hire. The internships ad campaigns had an optimized performance and resulted on investments generating 5.88 million impressions with about 4,000 clicks. L'Oreal received 17 qualified resumes within the first 12 hours of their online campaign. This is a huge difference to the limited success of the traditional methods. Applicant tracking system. Since we know now that the paper applications are going the way back in favor of digital job postings, it only seems logical to have a much more automated hiring process in place. So what exactly is ATS? Applicant tracking systems are commonly a software interface for companies to manage their hiring process electronically. So at a very base level, this system consists of opening new positions and promoting them online, either on a company's homepage or on job boards. Once a recruiter opens the position and advertises it, the ATS provides an interface for the candidate to apply online. Recruiters can view and search these candidate profiles before moving them through their hiring process. So the whole process typically starts from screening to interview to offer and of course hiring. The electronic application submission and assessing process is what in total is called an applicant tracking system. So how does this work? An ATS processes resumes submitted by applicants and sometimes even uses social media to actively recruit prospective employees. When a candidate submits his resume through an ATS, it stores their resume and an entry is made in the database. The recruiter then searches for the keywords for that particular job opening. If a resume contains the keywords the recruiter wants, then the ATS will track the candidates higher in the search results. The keyword searches by recruiters includes the skill and the experience specific to that particular job opening. The employer can even command the ATS to search the company's entire database of resumes to look for candidates with certain particular qualifications. So what are the benefits of using an applicant tracking system? It decreases the recruitment costs and improves cost per hire. It reduces recruitment management and hiring time. It modernizes your recruitment process. It helps identify inefficiencies and best practices. It increases the efficiency at the decision making along with the flexibility. It streamlines internal and external communication. It reduces the physical storage and the filling requirements. It minimizes the data security risk and errors. Big data. Big data is a term used to describe the collection, processing, and availability of huge volumes of streaming data in real time. Big data and its potential to help companies predict which employees are likely to flourish or fail is all the rage among HR departments today. Big data has given rise to a number of recruiting techniques designed to make recruiters' efforts more precise and accurate. While these techniques predate the rise of big data, the explosion of valuable information has led to the development of algorithm-driven recruiting software solutions. This has helped refine the tools and techniques used specifically for recruiting. Data mining. Data mining is a technique used by firms to aggregate data from a variety of different business purposes, including recruiting. By analyzing from where successful candidates have been hired can simplify the entire recruiting process. Recruiters and human resource professionals can also combine data mining with predictive analytics and the use of statistical methods and techniques to forecast the probability of a likely hire occurring. Keywords filtering. Using desired skills and other characteristics as keywords, recruiters can run searches in popular search engines, on professional and non-professional search engines, in public or private online communities, and on other online properties as well. This can yield promising leads who recruiters can contact for an informational or a formal interview. Keyword filtering is also extremely helpful when screening out candidates who have applied for a position through a web-based talent management application. Testing. More and more testing is being used in the hiring process these days. Usually, pre-screened applicants are invited to take a skills test, a personality test, or even both. Skill tests are used to authenticate the skills listed in one's job application, but it can also be used to test those that are not listed, such as soft skills and etc. So let's look at what Google did to put big data to maximum use. Google has dedicated resources to build a hiring algorithm which predicts a candidate's probability for success if hired. Now, they've also developed a separate algorithm designed to backstop its initial screening of candidate resumes, which indicated that its primary algorithm has minimized and missed about 1.5% of the times. The dedication to research-driven approach has informed their application process. After much research, they determined that 4 interviews provided the maximum amount of insight. They made considerable use of behavioral interviews. Further, they employed they employed group hiring to reduce biases dramatically in the hiring decisions. As a result, Google has been able to fill vacancies rapidly and enjoy both a lower turnover and a reputation for being very selective, enhancing its position as a top employer brand for several years now. Social media is becoming increasingly noisy, making it more difficult than ever to develop a meaningful connection. And as always, the best candidates typically aren't looking for a job, so you have to find them rather than the other way around. There is a solution that is increasing number of recruiters rely on that brings top talent into your organization. It's an idea that's been around for a while now, but is not only being truly optimized for recruiters, and that is online networking events. Chances are that you've heard of online networking events before, but you probably haven't really applied them to your work in this way. Here's how recruiting through an online event will save time and money and help you do your job better. Online events helps you attract better talent. Now, this is a big goal for every recruiter, to find that gem of a candidate that will make your employer or your client also very happy. So how does recruiting online increase the quality of your candidate pool? That's because it's easy, it's even fun for candidates to participate. Passive candidates, in particular, won't go out of their way to attend a job fair. But it's not so hard to convince them to attend an online event to learn about a possible opportunity. Now, this format will also give you a leg up with candidates who aren't particularly comfortable in social situations, allowing them to get comfortable with you and the idea of a new job from behind their laptop before moving to an on-person interview. Making it easy for candidates to learn about what you have to offer is one of the best ways to both broaden and improve your talent pool. Online networking events are efficient, and it helps decrease your cost per lead. Know what costs money? Visiting candidates in person or interviewing in transportation to bring them to you. Even worse, spending money to vet out a candidate who turns out to be a poor fit. That's why you should screen candidates through an online event before moving to the in-person interview. One-on-one text-based chat is a great way to get a feel for person's skill and experience for insight that goes a long way beyond their resumes. Even more importantly, chatting online can help you determine whether a candidate might be a cultural fit for the company where you're looking to place them. Cost per lead is an essential metric for recruiters these days, and every good recruiter looks for ways to decrease it while managing to maintain high quality leads. Online events lets you avoid traffic, travel, and headache. What's more without leaving the comfort of your cabin? Real-time chat isn't just convenient for the candidates, it's convenient for you as well. And we all know that the less time you spend in a car or on a plane or catering to boxes of swag in job fairs, the happier you'll be. One of the best examples would be to host an online assessment tests or a contest such as a hackathon. Hackathons have become a great branding exercise for the company. It helps stimulate the creative juices of the participant and helps test problem solving and risk taking abilities in a not work environment. You can host an online test, keep it open for a fortnight, promote it, and reach to over 1,000 plus active job seekers. Engage them with branding exercises, a live chat, or a video call, etc. The candidate may help you find something you never knew you were looking for. Highly insightful, and it comes with so much promises for recruiters that they get to observe and interact with their prospective employees this way. Background and reference checking tools help organizations find people who are good not only on paper, not only during the interview process, but also in their real life in general. Helps recruiters ensure that they're protecting the company's data. References are the best tools for confirming words with reality. It is important to do the double check since sometimes things can be fake. There are some tools here that can help. For example, Checkster, HireRight, Checker, etc. etc. So according to a recent report, 65% of respondents indicated that they're planning to invest in video recruiting tools in order to improve a strategic talent pool. 54% of organizations say that their adopting videos have a continual or a long-term effect on talent acquisition strategies, compared to only an 18% of organizations that are not leveraging videos. Now is the perfect time to dive deep into modern video technology to see what videos can do to support your recruiting staff, your candidate engagement, and your bottom line. Especially now in India, with all the push for digitalization and bandwidth, video interviewing cannot be more relevant. Now, here are some tips for effective video interviewing. Video and face-to-face interviews goes hand in hand. Video interviewing is meant to save time and money so that hiring can be much easier. Double check your job description. You can save both time and money when you have already looked at the candidate's pre-recorded video responses. Look out for the company's brand image online. When a recruiter is ready for face-to-face interview, it's important that the business's website is there with updated information with both the job and the organization. The careers page on your site has great potential to tell the story of your brand. Pay more attention to nonverbal cues. Nonverbal cues are important to analyze how an individual presents themselves during a video interview. Be more attentive and more focused. Be forgiving about a candidate's technology availability. Be flexible and forgiving when it comes to the selection of devices on which a candidate wants to record their interview upshot. Be a little accommodative and cooperative as well. Always believe that video interviewing can also be a little acquiring. There can be people who have never experienced a video interview before, and that candidate might feel a little uncomfortable at first. There might be instances of nervousness due to unfamiliarity. Try and be patient and supportive here. Here are a list of some of the useful tools available in the market today for conducting video interviews. GoToMeeting, Skype, WebEx, Google Hangouts, Recruit, Loop, Zoom, Spark Hire, etc. For successfully executing all of the above discussed inputs, there is a certain very important prerequisite that is the most important of them all, and that is a great brand presence, which will help you stand out from the competitors. So let's look at why one can't afford to miss out on branding. Why should you not miss out on branding for successful recruiting? It helps cut down costs to attract candidates. It's extremely straightforward. This is a language that everybody speaks. It's money. It helps stand out from your competition. What more could you ask for? This is more than half your job done. You don't do it, someone else will do it for you. And this is a greatest horror story of them all. Another person defining your brand for you. Attract top talent. Now, this can't be more crucial, especially in today's candidate-centric market environment. It helps reduce the attrition rate. A brand an employee is proud of will directly lead to employee retention. Employer branding is a very crucial part of creating a great brand presence, and we have discussed it in great detail in our previous webinars. You can take a look at it on the CodeGround website or on our YouTube channel. You can also find the link below. Let's look at what Sodexo has done to improve their hiring model in general. This is through website optimization and through better online presence. Sodexo embraced social media to the fullest extent. They cranked up their presence on Facebook, on Twitter. They got links on their career sites which contain videos of employees and a career blog which directly integrated into their Facebook page. LinkedIn was not their focal point, at most of the Sodexo hires will be more non-professional. The results, more than 45% of Sodexo candidates have used one or more than one of their social media platforms in their job searches. Recruitment advertising costs have been reduced by over $300,000 annually, and traffic to the company's career page have raised by over 182% since the launch of their social presence. So, in general, we have discussed a lot of things today, and to make it easy for you, we've come up with a list of very doable action items to get you thinking and to kickstart a very successful recruitment process for you from your end. So here goes. So this is the list of our action plan. Take a few minutes and analyze your social media presence. Identify your biggest pain points and prioritize your action plan accordingly. Start posting all your job requirements online. And remember to be sure to mix it up, because you don't want your online pages to be looking like a job portal. Introduce a video into your hiring and your branding activities. Assess a few online platforms. CodeGround will happily give you a free demo and walk you through your hiring process for the same. So we hope that you found this webinar useful. We now have questions that Saurabh, our talent acquisition head, will take for you. So here goes.
Thanks, Pooja. Hello, gentlemen. So the first question is from Ajay Singh, Bangalore. The question is, how can we trust the results given by online assessment tools? With each online assessment tool, there are several checks that they keep in place, like copy detection modules, webcam captures, screen captures, window proctoring, where the candidate is not allowed to move away from the active test screen, question pooling, where the candidate is, where each candidate gets a different set of questions, etc. So these mechanisms really help in checking the cheating activities done by the candidates. Besides, the quality and uniqueness of questions helps a lot. The next question is from Seema Nagpal, Mumbai. Her question is, we are a startup, 100 people strong. Currently, we expect to hire 20 dev profiles every year. We have been spending good money on HR consultancies to close these positions. Now, in the interest of saving some bucks, we are planning to build a small hiring team and buy a subscription of a job board and manage the hiring ourselves. So, the question is, what do you think is better? In house recruiting or outsourcing the recruitment to a third party organization? Okay, so Seema, this is a good question. Well, it depends on the requirement of a company whether they should have an in house team and subscription to a job board or outsource their recruitment. If the recruitment is huge, planned, and repetitive, then without a doubt, in house team will be more economical. But if the recruitment is small, abrupt, and immediate, then HR consultancies will do a better job at it. So, moving on to the next question. This is from Pankaj Yadav, Bangalore. He says there are numerous products in the market. Everyone claims to reduce the time, cost, or efforts. Can you do a webinar on comparatively analyzing the popular ones? That's true. Yeah, I think this is a good proposal. We'll ask our team to work on something on those lines. Thanks for the suggestion. The next question is from Antariksh Duggal, Pune. He says, how can we go about holding a hackathon or an online recruitment drive? There are multiple companies in the market which provide such services, and we also provide similar services where we help you conduct an online drive with an assessment created as per your job description and promoting the same over thousands of job seekers. We can get you connected to our team to give you further details. All right, so this will be all for the question and answer round. The remaining queries will be addressed by our team over email. Pooja, please take it forward.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much for your answers. And everybody else participating, thank you all. And you can please feel free to contact CodeGround for any doubts, suggestions, or any recruitment needs in general. You can have a great day and happy recruiting to all. Thank you.